Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another Lord of the Rings Online Landscape Series episode. This is Moo Reaper with Vegward the Dwarf Champion, looking through the gate into northern Linhir, which is also in Dor-en-Ernil. The next zone we'll be completing in this episode. The fifth such zone, right? Lost Upper, Lower Lebanon, and Lebanon Valley, that we will be completing here in King's Gondor as we seek to soften any sort of resistance to or uprising against King Elisar as he wants to make his tour and make himself known as a man of the people. We are now kind of uh, about to enter a meeting where we are the, I don't know, you could call us the go-between. We're kind of a spy amongst spies. Spy amongst the separatist movement, the heirs of Castamere, and we were told to go to a hideout here. This is the building that Mathan described. Mathan, of course, was near the beacon. We were kind of sabotaging him. We're gonna go into this abandoned home. I am trying to find and make sure that we don't miss any quests here. So I'm gonna go over here first. We go into our destination just to see what's what here. Man, I remember this place as a site of battle. Look like they're still grieving some recently dead. Something happened here. No interior there. Some crafting stations. You can see back out into lower Lebanon. Very, very sad indeed as we walk upon a scene of death. Immediately, I do see a ring over here for a quest. I'm going to grab that first as well before we go in, just to make sure we have our agenda here. Just to remind you, this is completely blind. Vegward's never done any of this content before, and never have I. We're in December 2024, nearly at New Year, nearly in January 2025. So Vegward's almost a year old now. His slash played at this point is 3 weeks and 5 days. Pretty good clip. We're about, and guys, we might actually hit 150 in this episode, so it might be a milestone episode for Vegward as we hit max level before the end of the year here in King's Gondor. Still 10 something zones away from 10 plus zones away from current content. Parth Rest here. Where we're sent from Dor-en-Ernil, work has begun to in the restoration of the lighthouse that guides the Bay of Belfast. It's the one that was destroyed. I think that's where we first met Balakor, I think, at the top of that lighthouse. All the about individuals who can help or encourage to volunteer. HR awaits you at the beacon of Dol Brannor. He should have more information for you. So we get breadcrumbed immediately away from from Linhir, who is half in Lower Lebanon and half in Dor-en-Ernil. We're gonna go to this abandoned house, and I'm hoping we see a ramping up of this main quest line.
You're the friend of whom Mython spoke?
Indeed, Castamere supporter. They're living kind of in an abandoned home. Very cool interior. Kind of searching our whereabouts here. Thing to use. We see one person here. I wonder if we'll be surrounded here. Go ahead and food up just in case. Not that we need it. Reminding you, we are over leveled, obviously. We're about maybe 6 or 7 levels over level for this content. It vouches for you, but you better be on your finest behavior while you're with us, Vegward. If you put a single toe out of line, you will wish you hadn't. Praise the memory of Castamere and all his heirs. Find Mathan somewhere within the abandoned homes of Linhir.
I hope Mython is right that you can be trusted.
Oh, is that like an exit way here? Okay, hold on. This is interesting. So we back through here. Oh, wow. It is truly a hideout. Living amongst the ruins. Castamere supporter, are they going to say anything? As you approach, the Castamere supporters fall quiet. Oh, they don't quite trust us yet. We see more room that way. Stark still here. They don't change their demeanor. Oh, they do. Okay, cool. So you see how they were kind of gesturing to each other? And then as soon as we walk up, they stand stark still. That's pretty cool. It's a nice little touch, guys. It's a little stuff that I don't think everybody thinks of in environmental storytelling. Getting good use out of these stone assets here. Okay, empty room into a large room. Nathan by himself. Vegward. I wonder if he suspects me at this point. Although, hold on. There's a lower area there. Found the right place. I'm delighted for you to join us, my friend. To have another member of LSR's court among our numbers seems almost too great a gift to be believed, but I will not turn it down. The meeting is soon to begin. I wonder if we're going to get double-crossed or found out here.
Follow me, please.
Oh, it's voice acted. Great.
Meeting will be held downstairs.
Yeah, we're about to get got, I think. Linhir.
You should introduce yourself to my friends before we begin.
There's 3 people here. Hebeth, talk to me. You don't think you're one of us just because Mathan invited you to this meeting, Vegward. You have not yet proven yourself to me. I spoke with a gossip monger in town who says that King Elisar has already departed Minas Tirith and he travels this way. Perhaps you will soon have a chance to prove yourself to me after all. Is she going to ask us to assassinate him? We saw a gossip monger upstairs, or outside in the previous episode in Lower Lebanon. Oh, this guy here. Linhir, talk to me. The sewer. There's a sewer grate here. Interesting. Is it true that you're close to the king? That will be useful indeed. You tell him that Mathan mentioned another member of Elisar's court as a supporter of the Cares of customer. He studies you carefully. Another member of Elisar's court is a supporter. Okay. Aye, but you have yet to earn my trust, and until you do, I will not speak. I'll speak no more of those who should remain secret for now. It should bring you joy to hear that the king is not as safe as he believes himself to be. We may soon have the victory we seek. So somebody else closer to the king is a supporter. Interesting. The thing to say to you, count yourself fortunate I do not cut you down where you stand. You may have deceived Mathan, but I am not fooled by this part you played dwarf. Oh, shit. Okay, we are going to get found out, maybe. Do not trouble yourself over much. They will warm up to you when they learn how useful you'll be to us. Elisar has joined its kingship, for it nears its end. Oh, shit. Are we going to voice act this?
Welcome all.
We are indeed.
This gathering of our
I love this.
folk.
I need a good view here.
Praise the memory of Castamere and all his heirs.
We have a really good view, guys. Hold on.
Praise the heirs of
Here we go.
Castamere.
Here we go. Okay. The Kasi Waver. Oh, shit.
Ah, here is
Aethel.
Welcome, welcome.
Oh, is she the leader?
We have some new faces here today.
Wave Reaper and Fierce Water. Tumuldo. Interesting. Who are these guys?
Who are your guests, Aethel? Do they wish to join our ranks?
These are Corsairs, I think. Yeah?
I present to you Tumuldo Fiercewater and his wife
His
Nakasi
wife.
Wave Reaper. They bring tidings to us from Umbar.
We do. But who is this one who stands among you?
Interesting. Some good voice acting here.
Do the heirs of Castamere now ally with such as they?
Okay. Hello. It is said that when Balakor's scourge met his end, it was at the hands of a dead man that he met it. They say it was the King Elisar who commanded the killing below, but others stood nearby, an elf, a dwarf, a hero who bore the name Vegward. Oh, shit. I had no love for Balakor Vegward. Constantly I preyed upon the ships that he set forth from Umbar before he came to power, but afterward, when he did not cease our roguery, he took one hand from each of us. Oh, shit, hold on. No, he didn't. Oh, they're fake hands. They're fake hands. No shit. That is cool. That is cool. I mean, I like their attire. Check it out. This is good, man. The assets here. I had no love for Balakor. Okay, he took his hands. They were ours to keep. And so we did, though we replaced them with these made of metal. He only raises his left hand and it shines in the dim light of the cellar. The hands he kept from us were preserved, and now they decorate the cabin of our ship, each forever clasping the other, a sign of our love, and also of our desire for vengeance. Your part in the death of Balakor has robbed us of that vengeance. Oh, shit. So he knows who we are. Oh, God.
You were there when Balakor was slain?
Oh, shit. I'm ready. You want to fuck?
I knew this worm could not be trusted.
And nobody has any health in here.
Trusted ear, be silent.
What is their plan for me, though? That's what I wonder.
What news do you bring from Umbar to Muldo? Does Balachor's family ready an assault upon Gondor?
Oh, it's gonna be a plot twist here, I guess.
They do not.
Interesting. Okay.
What? Why?
The heirs of Castamere no longer control Umbar.
Who've they been
They
overthrown
have
by?
been overthrown.
How can this be?
This is a poor jest. Who thinks to supplant the heirs of Castamere?
Who indeed?
The kindred of the coins has made Umbar a free city.
Okay.
Stand against them, and they will free your head from your shoulders.
Okay.
Nekasi,
Delicate, delicate, Nakasi, delicate.
but my wife speaks truth to you. A new power rules in Umbar. If you aid this power, you may be spared. If not,
Ah, okay.
I have heard enough.
You're gonna get got. You're gonna get got. Don't. Hey, they look scary, guys.
The heirs of Castamere will not submit to more foreign rulers.
You about to die, man. You're about to get it. Oh, you run. Okay, you run. Oh, everybody runs. Mathan's still here, though. Aethel.
Who leads this kindred of the
Oh, this is gonna be the big mic drop here. Who is it?
7 there are.
Okay.
Who did it, but they speak with the people's voice.
Never mind. We're not gonna find out just yet.
And the people hold little love for Gondor in their hearts.
Okay.
We will give you time to think about our offer.
What's the offer, though?
Do not think over long. The sea shadow grants mercy, but rarely.
Nakasi, my love.
Oh, okay. That the aid their power. Okay. She.
Again, she speaks truth. Still, your choice is your own.
Very good voice acting here. Really, really good. Okay. I understand how this could have happened. We heard no word from the heirs of Castamere or Roman Umbar, but I believe they would send messages as soon as they could. From where sprang the kindred of the coins, and how could they so easily overthrow our folk? The heirs of Castamere were so established in the city, I cannot understand it. What has become of Saclafel and the widow of Balakor, or of Balakad, his son? What are we to do? What are we now to do?
I feel, why did you bring them to us?
Yeah, what's her play here?
You saw their manner of dress? I thought they were smugglers or corsairs. How was I to know they serve another master?
Interesting.
The kindred of the coins.
I don't know who the hell that is. We've never heard of that. We have friends across the kingdom, hidden in plain sight. If we can only rally the people of Gondor to our side, I can be done, Vegward. The folk of Gondor do not wish to be ruled by the Elisar and his elf queen, nor do they wish to be made subservient to Umbar. The king of the coins thinks to challenge us for the rule of Gondor once our plans bear fruit. The king Elisar is slain. Oh shit. Okay. Perhaps they will find we are not so easily conquered, and I have to believe this is the way it will be.
Ah!
Oh, who'd they murder? Who'd they murder?
What was that? Follow me.
Oh, this is good. So nothing came from the sewers. The Kasi Wave Reaper. Oh shit. Oh, they murdered him. No shit.
Oh no.
Look at the blood on the ground too. They didn't. Oh, nice, man. In a circle. You can tell it kind of cuts off here. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Well, first word lies in the cold stone floor and a pool of his own blood, a Gondorian blade buried in his back. His wife Nakasi kneels by him, her eyes burning with fury, with Unshed tears. Sorry. Hear what transpired.
Trusted ear.
Good voice acting
What
here,
have you
guys.
done?
Top notch.
I planted my sword in his back, and I would do it again. So end all who threaten the heirs of Castamere.
Okay, he's got health. So do our boys here.
They were guests.
She's got
They
health
were
too.
under our protection.
Everybody's got health now. Oh shit. Who's gonna die? Who do we save? I want to be on her side.
Will protect you from me.
I don't want to kill you. I want to take care of them.
This one.
I'm on your side. I'm on your side. Oh yeah, okay. Good. We're on your side. But there's something about you that is different. You're not worth this rabble, and even as they seek to court you, Tumuldo and I know well that achieving a goal can at times mean you must ally with your enemies. Are you willing to die with these folk? Or you will stand with me to repay their treachery? Next one they stab in the back might be you, or it might be a friend, or it might be a lower. Tumuldo was all those to me. Lover, sorry.
They are both our enemies, my son.
You're about to
They
get it.
must die.
You're about to get it.
Trusted ear has paid. No one else must die. Please. Please. Have mercy.
Yeah, okay, we'll murder this entire ring. I love this. Dor-en-Ernil, I don't even know who you are.
Speak. Why do you say nothing?
Speak, what? We're murdering them.
You will die for this. Castamere, guide
I thought
my
you too?
sword.
You too? Everybody wanted some. Get got. He only has moments. Nikasi, my love, you were right. Gondor must die. The song. Okay, first reference we're hearing to the song. None of these vermin remain alive in this place anymore, though you are avenged upon them. Let us leave this place. Go ahead of me. I will carry the body of my husband. He deserves to rest forever in the sea and not these vile houses of stone. Okay, cool. We got the plot twist we wanted right here at the beginning. This is good.
My husband and I were at sea when Balakor summoned us to join his fleet as he besieged Gondor.
Instead, we quit the war and sailed for home, and so we were robbed of our chance to spit upon his corpse. Not before he took something else from me, for my youngest brother died there in service of Scourge. It meant we were near at hand when the uprising began, and when the waves receded, the kindred of the coins ruled in Umbar. And the heirs of Castamere were only a faded memory. Really great use of, trying to phrase there. Tumuldo and I swore to fight for the kindred, and fight we have, but I was not certain that Gondor would have to die until this day. Now, however, I am sure of it. The Sea Shadow hates Gondor, and he has chosen the manner of its doom. The song of the waves and the wind will spell the end of Elisar's Gondor, and you would be wise to leave the kingdom before it does. Nikasi falls, briefly silent. He is dead. Turns cold eyes upon you. Today we were allies, Vegward. The next time we meet, it will not be so. This is the only warning I will give to you. Gondor will pay for the death of Tumuldo. 1,000 times over it will pay. Do not stand my way. And now we return to Augusta Monger. Oh boy, Tumuldo, short-lived, but what an impact that guy would have. Oh, ooh. Man, that is good. Some good storytelling, right? Great opening. Here's the gossip monger we saw in the couple episodes ago.
What tidings have I of King Elisar? Can it be you have not already heard?
He's departed the White City and begins the tour of his kingdom. It may be a few weeks, but he will be coming here if you wish to see him.
I have heard his traveling party will be quite large, so it will take him some time to arrive.
And the person with whom I spoke said the king intended to first visit Imloth Malui if you cannot wait for him to reach Linhir. Really? There's a lot of rewards here. This must have been like the end of a patch transition. Look at all these rewards. Imloth Malui. All the way over here, huh? Well, let's go. Let's do it. Imloth Malui.
How can I be of service?
That's why we got all these stable masters. There's only 2 stable masters left, really? Holy shit. Let's go see the king and then come back. We did take the fast travel, right? Right? Okay. Okay, the entrance. We got to come back here. So we're gonna see the Legolas, Gimli. Okay, Sadrian. What do y'all see?
We returned to Minas Tirith and told the king what we discovered.
That the heirs of customers still have their supporters, but Balakor himself likely dead, and no leader has the strength to replace him. These tidings were enough to convince Elisar that his tour of the kingdom could safely proceed. Now he tells us there's another group who wishes to Gondor. He is not going to turn around now, Vegward.
You have returned from your mission of secrecy.
To tell you why you walked amongst the ranks of the enemy. You're not grieved to hear the supporters of the heirs of Paris as a result of their own treachery, but they were in known danger. And I feel we could manage them easily. We know literally nothing about this kindred of coins, and that does worry me. Okay, so now some of these places that we've been to so far that have not had any people in them are now going to be inhabited. I think that locked house that we saw in Lebanon Valley perhaps is also going to be inhabited. Maybe the guest rooms are now going to be inhabited as well, right? Some of those empty spaces that we have yet to see, right? I do have a feeling this. I have to go up. Is it up? It's up there, isn't it? Yeah. So again, this is the Dor-en-Ernil landscape episode. I do want to progress this story parallel to our exploration of those landscape zones. So that's why we're and now that we have this plot twist, I think it's very important that we keep up with it, right? Like how you saw how the handles turned on the door? That was good. Lindor. Linhir and I are the heralds of King Elisar. We proclaim his arrival wherever he goes. Hey, Elwer here! I have what I need to repair my broken shoes, and the horses suffer upon the roads of Gondor. Elwer here is okay. So you got Eladin. He always enjoys your company. Of course, indeed. King asked me to accompany him as far as Buffaloss, and of course I agreed. Swan Knight. You guys just standing in here. Eladin, did you speak with my brother? He is around here somewhere. Be pleasant to see the kingdom of Gondor in time of peace. Hey, why don't we go talk to you, buddy? I like this tune. I'd never seen him off familiar before. Now is very beautiful.
My friend, I want to thank you for accompanying Legolas and Gimli on their scouting mission.
As you can see, I have at last prevailed at court, and now my tour of the kingdom can begin. Okay, we lower our voice, we tell them about the heirs of Castamere and the kindred of coins. Not troubled by this news, Vegward. I have brought only those I trust with me on this tour, including my most capable bodyguards. Okay, speak of another, my friend, you will find my fiercest bodyguard somewhere outside the hall of Lady Vanulos, near the top of Imloth Malui, sorry. It's one of these boys here. Like one of these guys is the betrayer. Bruidus. Ah, we helped Bruidus in one of the villages. In Western Gondor. Okay, so they're up here. Yeah, so I think with this rested experience, guys, we hit 150 in this episode. We just got to see how many quests we get out of Dor-en-Ernil. But I know these what am I trying to say? The epic book quests are probably going to help out as well. What am I missing here? Right? I'm missing something? Am I missing something? Or there's a road that goes up there, right? Or did I'm lost, maybe, I guess I'm lost. I have to go up and back, right? Is it up and back? Yeah, it's up and back. That Middle Earth GPS, that's what I need. Okay. So he's the guardhouse bodyguard. It just says bodyguard.
Why should I remain behind?
Ah,
Is it not now
it's
my
Arwen.
kingdom also?
It's Arwen. It would have proved quite easy in the end, Vegward. Why should I remain hidden? Okay. Any who think to do him harm must first consider the daughter of Elrond, and those who believe her to be defenseless, I say only this: beware. I've not heard a song by that name, Vegward, but songs of every sort have a mysterious power, both upon the singer and upon those who hear them. One of the heralds who travels with the company is a minstrel of some repute. Linhir is her name, and she should be outside the tower guardhouse in the center of Imloth Malui. Man, they are sending us around. There we go. Let's get over this. Over here, unbroken spirit with the broken knees. Okay, so I want to say we go up the steps again, right? Let's see. Right.
The song of waves and wind? I confess that nothing comes at once to mind.
If I have not disappointed Queen Arwen, I will keep my ears attentive to the king as the king tours Gondor. Vegward will be joining us. I hope you will. The traveling company is a large one, but there will always be room for a friend of the king and queen such as you, and you a hero in your own right. Besides, no one will think to threaten them while you stand near. Think Linhir for a time. I wonder if she is right. So this must have been a segue into another patch, because we just get Pony. That is really cool. Okay.
Even in time of peace, Gondor is wide, and travel will take some time.
Yeah, so this is the start of another chapter, so it must have been, right? Even in time of peace, Gondor is wide and travel will take some time. After all, the king desires to speak with many of his folk as he can, doing whatever be done to ease their burdens after the war. Speak with them inside and learn what you wish to accomplish in Imloth before you continue your journey. So, we get spirited inside here.
I, too, am concerned about the kindred of the coins.
Whatever power now controls Umbar is beyond the bay, and we must first see the well-being of our people while we have time to do so. Already we have come to some of the deepest wounds inflicted by the War of the Ring. Lady Vanulos dwells here in sorrow. She is the widow of my fighting companion Forlong, who perished in the Pelennor. Her grief is twofold, for she also survives another, her brother Denethor, victim of Sauron's manipulation. Arwen has taken one of the healers who accompanies us, and the two of them have gone to speak with Lady Vanulos. Will you attend them and learn of my queen's administrations? Have eased her sorrow. The Hall of Vanulos is to the east. So we were just over there. Thank you. Could have just stayed out there. That he spirited me away. It's interesting that the story sends you back. I mean, obviously his tour was going to stop behind us, but it is very interesting. Like if you look at the map here, right? We've traveled this far. We've got this to kind of take care of. But I do hope it's not a ton of back and forth and it gets us into Dor-en-Ernil fairly quickly. We're going to be for the departure. That would take the long way. Why not? And let's see what we see. Okay, Arwen's in here. Vanulos. She was really depressed when we came here before.
I was just telling the Lady Vanulos that all clouds will surely pass, even in times of grief.
There will be a new dawning, and the sun will shine out in the morn, as such as you could never expect in the nighttime when all seem darkness. It is true that those have been sorrowful days and many tears have been shed. But as like I always say, there's a remedy for it. You just have to find the right one. And I learned a great deal about healing remedies when I was just a child in Imloth Malui. Yes, I grew up here among all the flowers. Did I ever tell you that? It is true. When I was just a girl, I never expected to see much further than just down the hill or past the curve in the road. And wouldn't you know that I went on to dwell in Minas Tirith in the House of Healing? There'd be a great many elements that would take more than medicine. She's the one I think that we were on looking for herbs, I think. That might have been her. Or she might be somebody else, similar name.
The queen and her healer, Eorith, mean well, but they can provide no healing for me.
Mine is no ordinary grief. That is not the story of a woman whose husband marched to war and perished there, or that of a woman whose brother ruled the city and fell when it burned. Okay? Well, that I had no part in this, then I I grieve as does the rest of Gondor. What I have done as they did not, for I dreamed of what would transpire, and I did nothing to prevent it. As if I put the axe down the hand of who slew my forelong, he cast a torch that set aflame the city walls behind my brother Denethor perished. As if I, Vangelis, did these things, but failing to prevent them. Chill, chill, chill.
Not all dreams.
We went through a
meaning you give to them, Barnulos.
We went through a dreamscape with her. I remember that quest with her. We had to walk and defend her from orcs. She went kind of nuts. But my people know well that some are there to whom the Valar grant the gift of foresight. Gift, I say. But if so, it must be an unwelcome one. None believe you, disbelieve you, sweet woman. Your dreams come to pass in a way you foresaw, and great is the pain you grieve, especially when the grieving must begin before the loss is suffered. But to think you might have prevented that the valor showed to you, can you really believe it be so? Does the lady of Imloth Malui stand among the ranks of such as they? Okay, of course not, my dear. Let me help you ease this burden. Take this bowl and fill it with the water from one of the fountains outside the hall, then add it to some of the water that falls from the heights in the north to western reaches of Imloth Malui. This will soothe the mind of Lady Vanulos. Okay. Now, why do we have to fill it with 2 different types of water? It doesn't really make any sense. We stand here, gather this water. Okay, and then we have to go all the way to up here. Doesn't make a lot of sense. We're mixing it up, getting the right mix. Some Epsom salt. We'll do as told. Trying to find that M button. There we go. Get through here. And which waterfall is it's this one, right? Can we is there a second waterfall or oh, we have to actually go down in there, okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. You know, again, as the people's champ, we find ourselves doing a wide variety of tasks in Middle-earth. We do quite a lot. Not just fighting. We're spies. We are cooks. We're pie runners. Okay? We do it all. We're a complete package. We're a complete package. When duty calls, we show up. I do think this will be our last little jaunt here. This little quest here will probably push us out after this. Now I think I do know that maybe in the next several areas we'll be stopping in the places we've already been in that didn't have much to do. I think that's what's gonna happen. So let us see as we catch up to Dor-en-Ernil. Exactly. My friend Earth would tell you no remedy acts as quickly as be my wish, but I hope you will find the comfort you deserve. Grief for your husband Forlong and for your brother Denethor, but I think not to carry the blame of what befell them, and that you are blameless, and as the fault lies with Sauron who wove it, or with the Valar who thought such dreams might be of use to you. Talk to me, Goose.
Oh, is this elf magic, my queen?
She sounds like a wicked witch. I cannot thank you enough for your kind words, and for this remedy I will grieve for my family and Keeley, but you are right. The dreams of Vanulos were sent by their powers. None would think her able to turn them aside, think her able to turn aside from them, or the horrors they revealed. That would be arrogance unbefitting Lady of Lostenark, or indeed any woman of Gondor. Thank you for aiding Queen Arwen. The ritual of elf magic, Vegward, I appreciate what you have done. Now to King Elisar, who is surely going to send us on our way. So I wonder how many of the places that we've already been to that we're gonna stop at on our return back to Dor-en-Ernil. So far in this episode, we've spent absolutely no time out inside of like the northern part of Linhir, inside of Dor-en-Ernil. In fact, so we'll get there. We'll get there. Never fear. The story is important, I think, because it's setting up that current max level piece. Talk to me, Goose.
Arwen was able to provide some comfort to the Lady Vonulos.
Indeed.
I am pleased to hear it.
She has always had a rare talent for putting folk at ease, which is only one of the reasons for which I'm glad she accompanies me on this tour of our kingdom. She has me little choice, of course, but it will do Gondor much. You can see it's good queen.
Lady Vonulos is not the only resident of LOTRO who grieves the loss of Forlong.
Okay, he was the most popular figure and treated all the folk of the lands within his governance as if they were his own children. Sometimes he treated me in this way. But old Forlong, he used to cheer. We fought together on more than one battlefield, Vegward, and he was always a true friend and big-hearted. I and his frame grew to match. Good old Forlong. The people of Ost will need to provide for themselves until another lord is raised in the station, and I doubt not they will. But it will take some time to replace such a hole as Forlong leaves. Let's travel south to Arnak and see what people there need. Okay. Linhir, Pelargir, Ost Anglebed. I don't think we saved anything in Large-Renark. So I wonder if we're gonna hit all the settlements. We'll see. No, not Anglebed. Get on our horse. Take this other horse to Arnak. Audio catching up a little bit there. $149 scoopers. Man, I always love it when you stop in. Hope you're doing great. It's late night. It's Moo After Dark. We are we're getting there, man. We're close. We're close, man. It's happening. Arnak, where you at? There you are. Last of the turkey. How did you cook it this year? How'd you cook it this year? All right. Arnak. So the question is, how much does this slow us down, right? Because we do have to go up here, I'm sure. Tomb Laden will have some stuff for us. Turkey salad sandwich. What goes in turkey salad? Is it a mayonnaise type salad situation? Like, what kind of salad is that? Arnak resident.
That is King Elisar. Oh, I would know him anywhere.
My family attended the royal wedding, stranger, and while we were among the crowd, but even at a great distance, I could tell the king and his elf bride would be so happy in each other's arms and would rule Gondor fairly well. fairly unwell, but I did not expect either of them to come to Arnok. He's going to get mud all over his fine clothes. Oh dear, I am so ashamed.
Is that the king? What is he doing here?
What is he doing here? That's good. Have we done something wrong, Church? We're going to be could bring one such as he to our little village. Is he not here to punish us? Have we not suffered enough? Oh, if only Lord Forlong had returned from the fighting, he would speak to the king and tell him we have done all we should. He's not here to punish you, dude. Chill. Mayo, okay.
That is the king? What's he doing here in Arnok?
Does he know he's supposed to stay in this tower? What's he doing here in Arnok? I don't think he's a very good king if he doesn't know what he's supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be picking berries and hunting deer to fill the storehouses now that the men have come back from the war. He's not going to do that, surely. What are you, like 5, dude? Look at that forehead. Jesus. That hair.
What do the folk of Arnok need us to do?
Yeah, the forehead, man. He's got to get those bangs trimmed. Or something. Get a nice little buzz cut. Okay, so some of the folk believe he is here to punish them, as kings and stewards rarely came to their village before. I am not going to punish them, and they and their lord did more than could be expected of anyone during these past few months. We will help them with their tasks, my friend, and when we move on, we will have their storehouse filled. Is that clear enough? Dude, I was already here. Didn't you send me to... Doesn't he know I already showed up? And you showed up. Aren't you the one who wants to... Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Going to replace that. I don't understand why he wouldn't want to go pick the berries. Instead, he's going to stand there. I've already picked the berries, dude. I was out here. I was in these trenches. I was doing this stuff already. He doesn't understand. How are you going to come out on your world tour and I've already done the tour? The induction boss defeats us again. No, no. Do not do that to me. That was complete. That was complete. You saw that. Bullshit. Use the thing. So messed up. Now Elodin's gonna give me some quest, isn't he? Aren't you gonna give me a quest now? You're already picking them. He could have just sent you out.
This was my berry bush. Now it is fine.
Bounty of all these bushes will end up in the next storehouse. Mine, not that I picked the finest berries from the bush before you arrived. Let's just pick these berries. My sibling is more of a hunter. And he brought down a deer not far from purpose. You can start preparing the meat to bring back to Arnok. And it's like we have to do everything. Everything. I love the nighttime skybox here, by the way. He's not even here. He's not even here. He just left it out. All this dirty work to do for me? Now, what are you doing?
I borrowed this bow from my brother Elro here. Will you return it to him?
Yeah. She's going to prepare the meat. It has been some time since I had such a task, but I do know how it is done. Elro will be somewhere within Arnok working alongside my husband. Man. Just grab this. I don't even need to do it. I just run up. It's so crazy. You could have been out here killing these bandits while I was getting those berries and stuff. A little frustrating. Like, we already softened this area up, man. What is this? Leap this fence. This is good and bad, I think. I think the Azog. the interlude. I think this came from the interlude before, or maybe it was before as a Nobazar. I think it's War of Three Peaks era. Definitely is when I put it on, I think.
Ah, I see my sister has finished with the bow and quiver I lent to her.
Let's see which one it is. It's the Blood of Azog. Yeah, the Azog interlude. I see my sister's finished with the bow. Even after so many years, she still has the skill for it. I thought residing in Emerald these past years might have driven out. It's not from her memory, but I suppose it's not. She does not need to prove it to me. Perhaps it is the folk of Gondor she thinks need convincing. Anyway, thank you for returning my bow and quiver. All right, can we move on?
Thanks to our efforts, the folk of Arnach will be well provided for in the weeks to come.
Hope this will be comfort to them in the memory for long. Will you speak with Baranor and learn if there's what else we can do before departing? Perhaps you will have some news of villages in Upper Lebanon that can guide our course. Oh, he's up here. Never mind. Everybody's just standing around.
We do appreciate the work you all have done for us. Of course we do.
Is that, well, the folk of Arnak are a little uncomfortable with their king doing such labor. It is not unwelcome. They are just not used to such things. They've taken the hard death of Forlong, and if you're kind of in a tavern, you might buy ales for everyone in the place and spin tales you couldn't help. We remember that quest line in Minas Tirith, guys. Y'all need to go back and watch that Minas Tirith episode, and you'll see how many times I talked to Forlong. But he was one of us, good old Forlong, the king and his elf queen. They seem well intentioned, but it'll take time for the people to warm to them. You understand? The king wishes to know of news from Upper Lebanon. I've been in contact with Captain Imladir of Tomb Laden. Okay, yeah, that's all. We're all gonna go to all the cities we didn't get to touch before. Spirit me away to Tomb Laden, please.
Aye, Baranor surely speaks truth.
Okay, must be emptying. Tomb Laden must be empty of refugees now that the War of the Ring is ended and the people of Gondor return to their homes. I would like to hear how that proceeds, but perhaps we need not bring the company there in its entirety.
I will go with the rest of the traveling party to Pelagir, but I ask that you journey first to Tumladen.
Captain Imladir, if he has need of you, do what you can to assist him in my name. When he can assure you that the situation at the refuge is well in hand, and I will see you again at Pelagir. I have much to discuss with Sirgon, as you know, and I would prefer to speak with him sooner instead of later. So Sirgon, we've already met, obviously. Tomb Laden, do we have you already? We do not. We will.
Hello there.
Spirit over there. We will spirit over there. All right, our boy's over here in the center near the Forge Master. That actually reminds me, we need to check the Forge Master, see if we have to reforge our weapon. I don't think so. Actually, I want to... The King's Pony. Nice. Nah, these refugees are still here. I think he said something about this emptying out, but they did not. Do I have to reforge?
I greet you,
Do
friend.
not.
I cannot tell you how pleased I am that Lady Terenes has returned to Minas Tirith.
Now that the need for safe refuge from the war has passed, with their fresh difficulties replacing older ones, rewards have come from Farouk Sakhar proposal, but I am not certain I have the authority to grant it. Perhaps that you will speak with them, since you have come lately with the king. You may better know his mind, and what do you think of their proposal? They are southeast and intended to survey the buildings of Tomb Laden. So we have been to Zurich, Farouk Sakhar. You remember the helmet ordeal. That helmet ordeal will forever live in my memory as one of the greatest blunders of this veteran quester and his journey. I have not seen War for the Rohirrim, no. I have not seen it. I would like to watch it, though. Battle of the Wharf Expedition? Have we met any of these three yet? I don't think we have.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I trust
you speak with the king's own authority.
Indeed, the captain with whom we speak earlier did not, and he spent many words telling us so, wasting his time and our own. I am pleased you have taken his place. The fellows and I were sent here by Hamster, the ruler of Temimir, the Temimir folk who dwell in Farouk Sahar. Stronghold of the White Mountains. I know I've been there. Long have we worked alongside the people of Gondor, helping to repair and rebuild their cities, but the recent devastation is worse than any in our memory. It will require a good deal of more effort and resources if it is to be made right. That in Hemsor, which is to send more crafters and dedicate more blocks of stone to the work. Okay, 3 of them have come to serve the needs of this refuge, because you're sure the King of Gondor will give us appropriate payment for any work we perform. Okay, then you will not regret bringing the 10 mere dwarves of Farouk Sahar. My new friend, let us continue deeper into the refuge and see how much work will be required. Okay, so we go up here now. You survey the damages up here. Just a pile of debris. Okay. What do you think, guys? What's your assessment? There's trash. Okay. Western side. Oh, good. It's like leading us around. That's good. Now you emerge from your mountains, of course. Hey, chill. Chill. An asshole. Is this an interior? No. What do you got? What do you got? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? Where were you during the war? Nearby. Okay. Guys are upset. They don't have any health. Chill, dude. Chill. I'm a dwarf like you, man. It's okay. It's okay.
I hope the King of Gondor appreciates your work on
I know,
his
right?
behalf.
So many
Most
dwarves.
of his folk
So
know
much dwarf. We've had our fill of dwarves here in Lord of the Rings Online, I think. Like lore wise. Like I was just leaving a comment on one of my videos for Welkenlofts, and one of my viewers had left a comment. And I think that the end of Gundabad's story was some of the best writing in the game so far. I think, if not the best. It really set a standard, the last chapter in the epilogue. But man, we got so much dwarf. Would they think the Adis for Stronghold was directly threatened while their own towns and villages were not? I know the answer, though they believe otherwise. Thank you for helping us here to keep the peace. I will bring my report back to Hemsor, and I will tell them that the king has, for now, agreed to these repairs. Our price will be fair, and the friendship between our folk, well, there's more to be repaired than just stone, it seems. Will you convey the invitation to your king on Hemsor's behalf? He is welcome to visit us at Farouk Zahar at his earliest convenience. After all, there's one thing to do business between reliable intermediaries, you and I. When we really can be face to face, it seems to me much more can be accomplished better and more quickly. Okay, so I think, again, we're going to end up in Farouk Zahar before we get back to Dor-en-Ernil. Please let me drop down without dying. There we go. Perfect. Landed it. Landed. So where to next?
I am not surprised to hear your report.
Paper, I've heard mutterings of the round Tomb Laden. The folk have wondered why the doors of the dwarves remained shut during the war and only opened when the danger had passed. I say they wonder, but that is not the truth. They know the reason and resent the dwarves for it. There was this open that might have saved their lives. Okay, I know each folk must look after its own first, but we could have used the assistance of Ruxar for now. It is good that you prevented the insults from turning into bloodshed. We have seen enough of this year, at least, even if the Temimir, stayed safely in the mountains and saw none. You go now to King Elisar and Peligr. Tell them of the agreement you brokered with Farouk Sahar, and also the refuge of Tomb Laden. Stand strong. Purpose fulfilled, and with the good fortune, it will not need to be used for many years to come for its refugee status. Okay, so we're going to go to Peligr, which I do have the Earth, but he's on the eastern docks. We're going to have to run across. Oh, what? Hey, we're going to stop by that that restaurant, that open air restaurant. I want to see if those other NPCs got back there. Because I bet you we got some quests, probably, right? Let's do a little loop-de-loop here. Just to see. Okay, our boys are gone. I want to go down to this restaurant real quick. That's where it's at. Jump down here. Yell really loud. We cut across. This is where we want to go, right over here. Yeah. Are those hobbits there yet? Y'all remember those two people that said they were going to come out here, right? Nowhere to be found. The lies. All right, well. Get over to the king. I don't think we ever went up there. We never went up there, did we? Should I go just to see? I don't think we ever went over here. It looks cool, though, for sure. What a view. I don't even know if this was... Yeah, I don't even think we could access this during the war. But that is monumental. Lack of a better term. Okay. Come on across. Oh. Wrong button there. It's okay. So much UI. So, did he pull Sirgon out? Is he... Are we gonna have to go see him in the mansion, or what? Is there a boat? Gondor's naval power is not what it was before the ships. She needs more ships. For the war, sorry. Oh, they're building ships. Nice. So I wonder if those are the ones we're going to eventually take. Down south. Chill. Okay, all right. Jesus. Of course, as Vumbar sunk as many of Gondor ships as they could. On any ships to defend against any course as they return from Umbar. Okay.
It is good to see you back, my friend.
I understand their feelings.
The refuge of Tumladen.
I understand their feelings, even as I wish that is not so. Perhaps I could accept the invitation of Frugzar and Vegward in order to repair the relation between my kingdom and theirs, but first there is work to attend to in Peligir.
Ships that were once the pride of Gondor lie now at the bottom of the bay, or burned along the coast.
Yes, Sigurd has been showing me the state of the Gondorian navy, and I confess to you that is worse than I fear. The course of Vumbar knew where to strike, and with precisely how much force in the ships that were once the pride of Gondor lie at the bottom of the bay. It is true we see some of their own vessels, which we could not have robbed the minister at the time. Most of those were in poor shape or are now. We do not know how much of Umbar's sea power has been inherited by the kindred of the coins, but unless it is very little, we have scant hope of repelling it. Should the kindred cross the bay with ships of their own, I have accepted Sirgon's suggestion that he step down as Lord of Lebanon in favor of his son. Okay, but there's a condition: he must supervise the rebuilding of the Gondor's navy. Okay.
My king has done me the great honor of allowing me to step down.
And I will do the best I can to repay him for it tenfold. That's what my son. Gondor's fleet is in its lowest ebb now, but I have to restore it to its glory to such a height that has not been seen in hundreds of years. Perhaps then I shall set sail once again as I do in my dreams. But I have a task, and I will occupy every moment my son has his own task, and it involves clearing out some of the unsavory folk that have taken preying upon the people of the folk of Peligir. Ships cannot be built without craftsmen. Craftsmen cannot work if they are being burgled. Okay? Get my son with this task and make the port city more safe. So, I didn't see any bandits, but I guess there are some all the way over there. You know what? And that is why we have this. We're just going to port over there. Boom, 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 and then we'll come back. Only LOTRO lag would stop being LOTRO lag. We could just click that. There we go. All right. And this way. Get the audio lag to catch up a little bit there. There we go. Here. Oh, they're not going to show up, guys, because, well, you know why. up here? Okay. They are up here. Down here. See one walking down there. I see you. I see you. Thought you were gonna run away. Chill. Bunch of you guys down here. And for 8 down here. Okay, so we get sent to Baltharon, his son. We'll go this way. And then cut across here. Good, at least we don't have to run all the way back. I didn't realize. The brigand's standing right next to you, man! Alright. I don't know if I have the fortitude to follow my father as the Lord of Lebanon, but I will do my duty as best I
have the
can.
fortitude to follow my father as the Lord of Lebanon, but I will do my duty.
Oh, he voice acted it better than I did. I began by trying to stamp out the brigands. Then my brother Lorvigil sought to seize the city. Oh, okay, betrayed, but his brother betrayed the city. Okay, but they are many well hidden. Some may be the allies of Castamere, and I have heard whispered that a new power rises in Umbar, and I think they might seek the court if they can. My father is right. We are to resist foes against Umbar. We must repair and rebuild our ships. We plan to show the king how the work progresses. You should catch up with them. The dry docks to the southeast. Dude, we were just over there, man. Okay. Yeah, we can see more of the city. Why we want to do this. Why we're here. Do any LOTRO points? Do. I need to use some of those keys. And I can only buy one. Man, those things are expensive. Some plaques there. Can't read them. Okay. And the dry docks. Am I on the wrong side? I bet I am. I am on the wrong side. Scoopers, what are you doing tonight? No. No. So which one of these guys do you think is going to betray? I think it's going to be one of these guys. These two here.
The work progresses, but it progresses slowly. But I sadly admit that staring at the ships under construction will not speed up the process.
Honor must not depend on the skill of their craftsmen, the quality of their work, and our king must look to other matters. If the kindred of the coins turns gaze upon the shores in the next few months, we will need Gondor's fleets, buildings, and quays repaired. We also need to repair the bonds of friendship between Gondor and our neighbors. Let's accept the invitation of Frugzahar. Great. That's where we're going next. Many true order allies in the days to come in Gondor's stonework. We could use the attention of such of these dwarves. What does my queen say?
My husband speaks the truth. If ties of friendship are neglected, they can slip loose entirely.
Sounds to my ear that the affection between the people of Gondor and the dwarves of the White Mountains is already strained and threatens to become worse. The king should take a smaller party than the one with which he lets Minas Tirith. He should go with him, Vegward and Gimli, and I suggest too that he bring the company scribe, Cabor. Should any records be drawn about the meeting between my husband and the ruler of Frugzahar, Cabor will have the tools necessary. The rest of the company will stay for a few days in Peligir, but we will rejoin your small band at Ost Anglebed and continue onward together. Okay, so we're gonna go to Frugzahar first, and then end up at Ost Anglebed. Okay, so we're gonna Gimli first.
You will want me along on this mission, of course.
Dwarves of Frugzahar are not longbeards, but they will want to hear what I have to say, even as they spare a moment for the king of Gondor. You will have their ear as well. It's true that you don't see Tumimir in the north very often, but they did answer this call of the Sixth War, except for losses as severe as any other house. Their stronghold of Frugzahar is hidden in a shelf of the White Mountains to the north of Peligir. And then let us be off. I've already been there, buddy. Who just removed from the scene? All right. So let's go to nope. Nope. Where's Farouk Zahar? There we are. There we are. Report. We're gonna get back to Dor-en-Ernil, guys. This is the Dor-en-Ernil episode. Let me remind you. Okay, a dwarf stands here.
Welcome to
Cycle.
Farouk Zahar, stronghold of the Timamir in the White Mountains.
Other welcome within, of course, but affairs of state is such that the arrival of the King of Gondor demands a little extra preparation. As I ask you to wait until I hear word from my brethren inside that you may enter. I do not wish to inconvenience you, but it is also customary to bring a gift when you arrive here. Perhaps some meat from the game that is found along the valley. I do not wish to impose a burden upon you, but it will be my great shame if I were to allow you inside without such a gift, and you were thought to be discourteous. I cannot allow that to happen if it might be prevented, so...
We are here on a mission of friendship. We will do what custom and tradition demand.
All right. Well, like I said, people's champ. We do it all, guys. We're gonna go delete some of these animals, and we're gonna delete the animals and then come back. We're gonna use the hearth. Can we even go up here? I don't think we can even go up, but why didn't I go down that other side? Please. Like, it says there's some up here, and, like, I don't understand that. Like, are there... Can I go left up here? Why does it do this to me? Clearly you want me to go down here. Wait, do you count? Oh my god! We can get human meat. No fucking way. Insane. And the bear. Oh, we got that faster than I thought. But there's a bridge down here, so we'll use it. And head back up. Man, Dor-en-Ernil, I wonder, I really wonder how much content Dor-en-Ernil is going to have in it. Wouldn't it be fitting if we got like all the way up with these book story quests, and then the first ones we do in Dor-en-Ernil gets us to 150? I can only salvage those. Okay, I have to sell the rest of those. Now I do wonder also if the main story quest is going to send me into the quarry. We've already explored all this stuff. That's the thing. Going to the guest houses, that get into that locked house. Maybe that guy's father's awake now. Maybe we'll talk to him. It's kind of cool that we did all these quests ahead of time, because now, like, as things change, we kind of see how they react to the king coming through. So it's kind of cool.
Yes, this gift will do nicely.
It's good you have done what people expect. Have done as my people expect, and our ruler hemisphere will be pleased to learn that the King Donor does not think himself above such customs as we hold him fruit Sahar. However, it commands me to tell you you are not yet ready to allow the King of Gondor inside. You will have to wait a little longer. How long? 30 seconds. Oh, okay, fine. Fine. Let us see. 4 seconds.
This is intolerable. How long do they intend to make us wait?
Do not come here to meet Sanon's doorstep like some common peddlers. Should any Timur come to Thorin's halls, would they be kept outside for the merest whim? I think they would not. I'm sorry, my friend. This endless waiting is intended as an insult. You're gonna see it. Did they not invite the King of Gondor to visit them, or did they do so in order to slight you in this fashion? No, Longbeard would stand for it, and I think the King of Gondor would have more demands upon his time than would allow him to waste such time as this. Another 20 seconds. Guys, I gotta say, not very many games use a timer like this on quests, and I think it adds something to the game. Makes you pause, man. Makes you don't have to go from point A to point B all the time immediately. Allow me to convey Hamisor's deepest apologies for the wait. He's of course delighted to meet King Gondor and his companions, and regrets only that the meeting has not yet happened before now. Okay. So we have to, of course, we have to walk to the throne room. Interesting. Interesting. It's really interesting that the book quest makes you backtrack this much. Right? I mean, because again, if I'm a completionist and I went through every part of the zone before progressing, like I've been to all these places, but I guess that's what they intended for you to, like, if they weren't vectoring you there, that you'd never been here, right? So you'd have stuff to do, maybe. King Elisar is here. Tabor. What if it's this guy?
Welcome, King Elisar, to the stronghold of Zahar.
Okay, how shameful that our folk have remained neighbors for so long without you coming to visit us here. I'm one that it took the fighting of a war to bring us together, but at least something did so. I gave my greeting to the king, and of course his companions are welcome here as well. He and I have matters to discuss concerning the ongoing relationship between our peoples and how the Timur give us the rebuilding of his kingdom. I would not think to bore you with such matters. I hope you will explore the beautiful corridors of Vegward and meet with my folk. So, again, we've been to all these places. I wonder if this guy will stop us. Is he awake yet? Nah, old dude's sleeping. Old dude is sleeping. Okay, explore the armory. Asatam, sorry.
It is good to see you again.
I expect the King of Gondor to accept the invitation to visit Fergsar so swiftly. It reflects well upon him for respecting the will of the Hammersar, sorry, and upon you for bringing word in with such haste. I hope you enjoy your stay here, and that King Elisar, ruler of Hammersar, are able to arrive at a fair and equitable arrangement that will enrich both of our folk. There's a ring. This ring is now down here. Can we get in here now? Oh, this guy's guarding the door. Okay, what's in here? Curiously, you feel a strange sensation of dread as you approach the door. Uh-oh. 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 What do you think they're hiding here, guys? A sense of dread. That audio lag. Okay. Very interesting there. Because we did not get that when we were by ourselves, right? We did not get that when we were here by ourselves. Very interesting. Okay, this aroma of cooking food fills the kitchens of Fergsar.
What has brought you to Zahar? I hope you do not think to involve us in your wars.
Okay. I understand. I've met you before. You're talking to me like we've never met each other before. That's kind of fucked up. Kind of fucked up. Gimli's having the time of his life, though. So what do you think they're hiding there? I'm trying to think of what it could be. Maybe a nameless or something? What do you think it is that could cause dread? Is it like a... Maybe it's a mine shaft? Like it goes deep in the mountain? What is it? What could it be? Gimli's still standing there. Balor's whip. Gimli's eye.
Amisar and I have come to an arrangement. During the discussion, something revealed itself to me.
Mr. spoke of a group of rising in Umbar across the Bay of Belfast. He says they all call themselves the kindred of something. What was it? Wait, why is he saying this like he's never heard it before? What?
They are called the kindred of the coins, LSR, but feel no shame at forgetting it.
Ah, they were here before. Interesting. Also, that's an upgrade. What the hell? Okay, hold on. We need to equip that. We also need to check this other gear.
Named Koltek, and he belongs to the kindred of the coins.
Is this also an upgrade? No. No, it's not. Oh shit, that is though. Kinda, all sorta, maybe? A little bit? We lose some might, but look at what we gain. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, those were huge upgrades. That armor upgrade was nuts. This messenger was named Koltek. Have we met that person? Koltek, guys. That sounds so familiar. Koltek. And he claimed that the kindred of coins had overthrown the servants of Sauron who ruled in Umbar. Now they name it a free city and seek allies to defend themselves from those who preferred the old order of things and from Gondor, it must be said. It was a proposal of peace and friendship that Koltek brought to me when I was to become involved in the affairs of Umbar, so while I did not immediately refuse, nor did I give him the enthusiastic agreement he desired, I sent him on his way, but he was disappointed he did not show it when he departed. That was a fortnight ago. He's likely back in Umbar by now. We have spoken now for such a time that my throat is parched and my eyes weary. Except the guest room and remain here for the night. There's no need for you to depart as rapidly as did Koltek. A room will be provided for you on the eastern side of the fortress. King Elisar and actual companions will take their rest and comfort. I'm going to go into that empty room.
We will accept your gracious offer.
Kolchak the Night Stalker. Yep, we all remember that guy. It's so hard to keep track of these names. We will accept your gracious offer of hospitality, and I thank you for dealing with the emissary of the kindred of the coins, as you say. Gondor does not wish for war, and Umbar does not offer violence. Or if they don't, we will have no need to respond with such. Come, my friends, and we will retire to our guest rooms and leave Hamisar to think upon the matters we discussed. No doubt he values the friendship of Gondor and understands the importance of such a relationship with Vroogsar and for his people. So now we're going to go find them in the guest rooms. I'm still really curious about... See, that's the thing. That's all you have to do in a game, right? You put a locked door there. You put a little bit of dialogue in front of it. Like, hey, you need to go wander somewhere else. And then it's got you wondering, right? Like, I want to know why this guy doesn't move. So we get a little bit of dread here, right? We get +4 dread. Do you think... what if... Hey, hold on. What if one of the Corsairs of Umbar guys is staying in there? Maybe that's their guest house. And maybe they didn't leave as quickly as this guy said. Maybe they're still here, huh? Yeah, that's what's happening. Maybe. Okay, everybody's in here.
That Hamisar is lying to us.
Yeah, yep. I bet he's staying in that room. I don't know about what, but everybody seeks to see us, but I can see it as plainly as you can. See the beard in my handsome face. I knew there was something about when he made us wait so long at the doorstep. It was not mere discourtesy. It was villainy in some kind of, and we have yet to discover what type of villainy, perhaps, but villainy nonetheless. Do you think it has something to do with the unpleasant sensation of dread we felt by that door? Yep. What is he keeping in that chamber?
Do you really think Hamisar is lying to the king?
Why would he risk
Why would
such
he
a...
risk such a dangerous deception?
You don't think he's in league with the kindred of the coins, do you? I'm just a scribe, Edward, and not especially accomplished at that. I'm not an adventurer or a hero like you. I left my home in Ethring a few months before the outbreak of the war. Ethring is in not Dor-en-Ernil, but Ringlow Vale, I think. Ever since I came to Mist Earth and the surface of the city, I have become embroiled in great events I find myself unable to comprehend. It is all very overwhelming to me. What is Helm's already keeping from the king?
I do not like this. Amisar is hiding something.
I think he would have preferred not to speak to us, the kindred of the coins, and had we left him the choice, he would not have spoken of them at all. I believe this cult that came to Fruxar, but I am less certain the meeting was as Harmsar presented it. Okay, now we're going to go back to the door. That's a good one. Sauron, Sweeton. I love that's a good joke. It's a good one. Okay, can we salvage either of those? We cannot. Okay. As the audio catches up. Okay, now all of a sudden, why is this dude gone? As you approach the door, a nearby dwarf seeks to attract your attention. Ganger Farwind. What the fuck are you?
You are a companion of the King of Gondor. Have we met?
Okay, my memory of the face is not what it once was, and I am far from my home. I am here visiting, but I believe I have information you should know. Quietly, we should not speak of this here. Let's meet inside the armory across the water in the northeast. There will be fewer unfriendly ears to hear what I have to say, and the noise of the forges should help hide our conversation. Some people might think that this is about busy work, but this makes it feel like it makes it feel real. When you just add that little step, right? He could have easily told us that right there, mechanically speaking, right? But just by doing this, it makes it feel like you're, okay, this world makes sense. Except when he doesn't fucking show up. Okay, there he is. Way back in the corner.
When I first arrived here, the Temamir showed me a great deal of hospitality.
And Hamzar gave me his personal welcome. I was most impressed, for while I have been warmly greeted at every dwarf world I visit on my travels, Fergzar has outshone them all. But then it all changed. A few days ago, an emissary from the kindred of the coins arrived. His name, you know, for Hamzar told it to you, but he withheld his epithet in the folk to whom he belongs. His full name is Koltek the Cunning, and he is a dwarf of the Temamir who hails from some distant land. Okay, and yet it was not from Umbar he came, or at least not directly. He came from the west. From conversations I overheard, I understand that he received delivery of some artifact from the north, and he brought it with him to Fruxar. Was it the poison? Amazar told you the emissary of the kindred departed, but I think he is still here. It is the dread of the artifact he bears that you sensed outside the door where he shelters. I do not know why the Temamir became so cold to me after he arrived, or why their leader lies in the King of Gondor, but I thought you should know. I will speak to the King Elisar briefly, if it can be arranged in secret, but I think you should all leave this place before it is too late. Fruxar may not be safe for you. No, I'm ready, man. I got my food and everything. I got my big axe. I'm good. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Okay, as the horse doesn't update. Please? Please. Please. Thank you.
Gangur Farwind was just here, and he told me what he said to you.
As him described Koltek, and he did the best he could. He did say his memory for faces is not what it used to be. Gabor stressed his sketch a drawing from his description. Here it is. It's got to be the guy we met in Angmar, maybe, right? Nope, never seen this guy before. He's a fucking pirate, though, for sure. Who do you think this guy is? It's like Blackbeard.
My hand shook as I drew the sketch. I may not be cut out for such an adventure as this.
Hope you and the king find the drawing useful. Will you now know Kolthek the Cunning if you see him? Black Numenorian, good one. You're right. If you will not, the fault lies with me. I apologize to the king, for I am only an amateur artist, and he would not hear it. He is too good for such as I am.
We have no choice now, my friends. We should get as much rest as we are able.
Okay. Whether it is a continued presence of Koltek in the cunning and Farouk Sahar or some other destination, we cannot reveal it if he chooses to keep it hidden. We will depart in the morning. Rest for now, but lightly. What's going to happen tonight, guys?
It is time for us to take our leave, Hamissar of Farouk Zahar. We thank you for your gracious hospitality.
And for your continued friendship, the efforts of your folk on behalf of mine in the days to come will not be forgotten, as we cannot use any of those items. That's great.
I share your
Snakes in the
hope,
grass.
Sir King Elisar of Gondor.
I have this to say as well, as you return to your kingdom and continue your journey about which you spoke yestereve, let caution guide your steps. There are snakes in the grass everywhere. Indeed, even some dwarves may hold treachery in their hearts and give voice to things they ought not. I had to send one trustworthy from Farouk Sahar this very morning. The long-bearded Ganger Farwind is no longer welcome within these walls, but it's different from you for you and your companions, King Elisar. You, of course, are welcome to return at any time should you wish to discuss the continued relationship of our folk. Remember what I said, beware of snakes in the grass, for they are more likely to strike when you expect it not. Ooh, everybody's suspicious now.
Fear not, Hamissar. I will remember your words.
Come now, my friends, we shall rejoin the rest of our traveling party at the hall of Ost Anglebed to the southwest. Okay, we do have Ost Anglebed, I think. Yep. In our... Well, hold on. I want to go see if that door unlocks, right? Now we got to see if it unlocks. That dude obviously never woke up. We get Dread again. We do. Okay. Well, we tried. Go to Ost Anglebed. We are going to get the Dor-en-Ernil, guys, I promise. Oh, whoops. All right, we're almost there. We're getting closer, right? It's happening. Ah, so they're going to be inside here, right? This is where we saw the beacon and stuff. Guy has a quest again.
I heard of a healer in Linhir who may be able to help the boy. I would ask that you deliver this letter to her.
Yeah, the only soldiers I've known to be troubled in this way. Fair, thanks. I'll deal with that. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh shit. Something has gravely upset Gillandor and the others of the traveling party. What is it?
It's terrible. Just terrible. Queen Arwen is nowhere to be found.
Thank you, ask around Ost Anglebed.
Ask around
Find the
Ost
queen.
Anglebed and find the queen.
Okay. Now we're here. Okay, she'll be fine. This guy here. Do you think might have happened to her? Do you think she would be alright? What will happen to Gondor? Is everybody freaking out? Chill. There's a jail here. I didn't even realize there was a jail here. We're gonna ear us. She sees more than might think. Okay. She was the guard, I think, that we talked to before, maybe? No. She was traveling with us. She was that herbalist girl. Legolas. Must not immediately expect foul play. The queen is likely to be fine, but she should be one of those of her company may have seen her lately. Okay, Irith. It's probably not going to be Irith over here. It is. Okay. What's up?
I'm sorry I cannot help you. Unless...
I was in deep conversation with Alfadir and Grethel a few hours ago, and we only learned the queen was missing when we returned from the walk. It was such a nice stroll it was. The flowers all in bloom. Alfadir presented me with the finest he could find, and you know, I think he might be sweet on me. Can you imagine? Oh, to be young again, but now you mention it. While we were out, I did see someone wearing a cloak very similar to one the queen prefers walking northwest. All right, well, I'll go talk to her. Guys, we are so close to max level 150. Wow. Am I? Oh, she is all the way out here near the waterfall. You see that? She is out there. I love that we're going to hit 150 in the Dor-en-Ernil episode before we even get into Dor-en-Ernil. Actually, if I remember, this was a steep drop, wasn't it? Hell it in here. Nope. Not a steeper drop as I thought. There we go. Unbroken Spirit has so many broken bones. All right, we drop down. Keep pushing. Rocks are a little new. It's been a while since we've been out here. Man, I wonder what episode that was. What episode was that, do you think? Central Gondor. And these river maidens, I remember this, man. Having to walk around that whole lake. We're gonna have to kill these wolves, maybe? I need to pull this down here. Chill, chill, chill. Oh, it's the river maiden. She's with Roaming Star. Deleted.
But I hope you will heed my words, Maiden of the Gilride, and trouble yourself not overmuch.
Life is lived as it is lived, and if we agree for all that has transpired and all for that will, you cannot bear the sorrow. Let it not weigh on that heavily upon you, dear one. I did not worry the company too greatly, but I did not want to burden Roaming Star with the tramping of my feet of my husband's entire retinue. There were things to be said in private, and I felt certain I could return before Era finished her chattering. I saw her from afar and seemed it only recently begun. Even from such a distance, I believe she might have become rather enamored of the groom who keeps the horses. What is she worried about? Talk to me, Goose. Please?
Arwen has shown me the kindness of the sort
I do not know what to say. Wait for a new arrival. Is it Elisar? It is.
If I wore my ranger garb, I could have approached without making any noise.
These garments are much less suited for walking in the wilderness. I hope I did not frighten Roaming Star with my tramping. Arwen has spoken to me of her desire to meet with the Maiden of Gilrain. I did not wish to interrupt, but I have need of you, my friend. Okay. What is that gonna put us over? Nope. Guys, look how close we are. Holy shit. One more quest. The rest of the traveling party to Linhir, you report that supporters of the Heirs Casimir maintain a presence in that city is worrisome to me. Perhaps if we can give the townsfolk what help they need, we will help reduce support for any of that sort who remain. I told Camber to make a list of notable tasks, meet up with him in Linhir, and learn the content of the catalog of things that need doing. Afterwards, he is to guide the company through Dor-en-Ernil and the way to Ring Lavale, and Arwen and I will meet up with you there or in Lamadon if we meet with delays. So we are gonna hit. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great because I'm gonna keep this in the episode, and we're gonna hit 150 in Dor-en-Ernil. This is gonna be great. Guys, I planned it like this. This is how I planned it. Yep, I did this on purpose. I did this on purpose. You're welcome. So I go here. Look at this.
Oh, I am glad to see you, for I am at the end of my wits.
He instructed me to make a list of things we might do to the people in here, but everyone I asked had a different idea of where to start. Some were concerned about the foes that still stalk Dor-en-Ernil to the west of the river. Others claim the pests that inhabit the town have gotten out of control in recent weeks. Others say that as burnt timbers remain in here pose a risk to the health of the citizenry. And some, well, I think some folks just want to talk. I don't know of which these things you want to start, but the king did say we were to be comprehensive on his behalf. I will see the burned timbers, and perhaps you could tackle the other two items. So talk to the people and defeat the pests. Nimdal, chill, buddy. Learned about the increase in pests. Done. How many is it? 6 pests? I got you. So yeah, we're gonna hit 150 here. We got 10,000, so we need to kill about 20 more mobs. We're gonna get it from this quest, I think. Whether some of our neighbors have disappeared. Kill these pests. Pest up there. Poor Sharn, talk to me. Not really worried about anything. He's just lonely. Oh, poor guy. There's the wood. He's gonna tell me to take care of the wood, isn't he? He's gonna be like, "Hey, I stood here the entire time." Oh, we'll talk to the healer. Anthiel.
Too often, so long.
Oh, we're gonna hit 150 here in Dor-en-Ernil. It's about to happen, guys. As long as the body appears to be intact, we ignore injuries to the mind and heart. I will correspond with Sergeant Maldor and Barian. You have my word as a healer, and I will do the best I can. Here we go. 150. Look at that. Look at that. We're going to save that mail for times to come. Look at that. Hell yeah. Let's cheer. Nice. 150, man. So did we finally get our point? No, we're still stuck at 1 point. Oh, man. It's okay. Keep progressing this. I think there's a dead guy south of this city that is involved in this quest. Like a dead corpse of sorts.
You took care of everything on the list?
You're good at this, aren't you?
Good at this, aren't you?
He asked me to direct everyone through Dor-en-Ernil and into the Ring of Vale, where he and Queen Arwen will rejoin us. I don't know why he chose me for this task. Do you think he knows that I was born in Ethring? I might have mentioned it to you once when he was nearby. Surely he would not remember a thing like that. The Grand Lighthouse of Barad Rill is on the way, and I would not mind stopping to see if it were before we continue on to Ethring. I visited it once when I was a boy and found it most impressive. I heard a disturbing rumor that the lighthouse sustained some damage during the war. Nope, I was there, man. I was there. It was deep. Yeah, okay. So now we finally get to go into Dor-en-Ernil. Okay, what do we got here? Unnerving Zircon. This is an interesting. Okay. That is a quest we're gonna deal with later about delvings. Okay. Involving the mission system, which you can find a playlist with all the missions on it, or all the ones I've completed, rather, on my YouTube channel. Man, what an accomplishment. What is it /played here? The 150. 3 weeks and 5 days, 5 hours and 39 minutes is the /played to 150. All right, let's stay on the road here. Dor-en-Ernil. Got all the quests we need. We'll stop here. We'll come down here. So is this going to take us into... That's going to still be Dor-en-Ernil. What's over here? Oh, that's the lake we were just at. We're gonna go here. We go all the way down here, and then here. Yeah, this landscape has kind of regrown a lot. You might remember there was a lot of sand. This looked very different, unless they just updated the map art. It looks very much regrown. This was it really felt like a battlefield. There were a lot of pockmarks and everything from blasts. Got anything here? There's a beacon. We've been here before. Hey, Airchar, talk to me, Goose. Join the lighthouse. What is it? The trouble at Barad Rill. We have vowed to protect these lands and shall not waver. Okay, is that reusable? No.
It is you. The restoration efforts are well in hand in Linhir, and so my attention is needed elsewhere.
Not since I was ambushed here did I really rarely see the devastation that brought upon by the war. My brothers and I have begun relief efforts and plan to restore Dor-en-Ernil. As fate would have it, if your appearance before me is quite fortuitous. The corsairs have been pushed back, but some still linger in the lands, hindering our ability to transport supplies. Scouts reported a nearby encampment west of the beacon full of those lowly thieves, sorry. They are the culprits, I'm sure of it. Follow the road west and you'll find them. Take care of any lingering corsairs. Arian will be expecting them at Parth Rest, his relief camp to the southwest. So definitely, let's do it. Let's take them out. Drop down here. Wow. Iridescent ore. Okay. This is new. That is a new mining node. Seaside. Okay. Wow. Shigani ore. Okay. Breaking into the latest tier of prospecting ores. Yeah, you know, Scoopers, you bring up something that I think this was cool. This was the first area we entered when we came into Dor-en-Ernil last time. Yeah, you bring up something I know that many WoW constantly gets criticized for this, I think. And so much of Lord of the Rings Online's crafting I find appealing. But the fact that they have a weaponsmith profession, when for all intents and purposes, it's completely irrelevant. Like, isn't it criminal to be a brand new player and pick up weaponsmithing and then you get legendary items? It's like, why even? It's like you'd feel like you got robbed as soon as you get 50, right? And I don't know why developers don't think it. I think it's because reward schemes changed, right? As soon as games started to have like zone currencies and reputation currencies, they had to incentivize the grinding of those currencies, right? And so what do? Well, you have to put gear there. And one of the other things that that dilutes it is that not only do you put gear there, which dilutes crafting stuff, but you put like resources there that have to be used in the recipes. So then you take out the gathering aspect. So not only have you stunted your own crafting system, you've destroyed your any incentive to gather. Like, I don't truly need to gather anything. you know, yes, so there is some crafting of certain components for you know, high level play. Cooking still remains relevant in some ways, but again, you get things from vendors now. I always thought it was cool in LOTRO that you had ingredients you had to forage for, and then there were some ingredients you'd get from the provisioner. And there was this balance because the provisioner had so many different things and you continue to add them. But I was so disappointed. And I think it wasn't around level 90 that uh that the cooking recipes just became null and void. Like there were none. Like they had stat ones, like they just became much less interesting. The ingredients list for farmers, like you got 2 things you could plant. Like it's just you're taking the fun out of it, and it's something you know, I hope to address in, you know, a project I'm working on privately. It's not something I think is easy to solve because you kind of back yourself into a corner. You get some development debt, there's some design debt you have to address, but it's worth addressing because I think crafting in games is cool for people who don't, you know, that don't live out that fantasy in life, right? As we come here and we grab our stable master,
The shadow of war is now
grab
upon us,
our
and
milestone.
Gondor rejoices.
We're going to man, it's hard to replace Arnok. We're gonna replace Arnok then. Who do we got here? We got quite a few quests here. Holy shit.
Yes.
Okay, raising the lumber supply from Ethering has ceased. This has put a strain on our supplies for the rebuilding of Barad Rill, but nature provides. The rivers that run from Ringlow Vale may have sizable driftwood. Could you find some? Could you see if you can find anything worth keeping? Of course. Faniel?
Gondor needs your aid.
Okay, the workers are being pestered by crebain. Defeat them. Done. Done.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Workers are constantly pestered by the local fauna, which means a lot of our supplies are sometimes left scattered about. The war has left us wanting for able-bodied workers. I love how this guy is commenting on the fact that she's telling us to go handle the pests. The connection here between the two is great. Whether it be a distraction of an adorable creature or a fear for a larger predator, or we just drop their core and run off on the horizon. All right, well, I'll find it. I'll do it.
Erkar sent you. That is a blessing.
The
After the battle
okay.
raged here and Linhir was made safe, I established this camp to organize and route supplies through Dor-en-Ernil, all the way to Ringlow Vale.
Aaron, you might remember we fought with inland here. Please, if you have any of you to help with the relief efforts, you'd be most welcome. Of course.
As you can see, I am overseeing the efforts in rebuilding Dor-en-Ernil. We are making significant progress, and the supplies you brought with you are most welcome.
I think the lingering corsairs and Captain Tunglebell have been dealt with. You explain to Harion that they should no longer be of concern. The deed is done then. If you have a moment in this camp, speak to Aras. He'll be happy to see you again. Aras, again, you might remember. It's weird to see an NPC with a white name, meaning they're on level. That's crazy. Hey, buddy.
I hope you've been well. My work in Parth Rest involves relocating refugees and those who have lost their homes.
The lands of Lying Boha make for a good home, but it has been overrun by wild crabs. If you could clear the way, homes could be rebuilt and inhabitants resettled. Okay. Fair. Let me get these scattered pieces of lumber, though. Chill. Four and 5. You think number 6 is at? There it is, right over here. Scattered lumber. And put it in the lumber pile. Go. Okay.
Gondor needs your aid.
I got you, buddy. I got you. We'll go down here and with the crebain on the way. Crebain are ravens. And we'll go get the driftwood. Also, be able to gather more of this iridescent ore, which we haven't seen a rich one yet, so keep your eyes out. Here's a raven, or crebain. Crebain must be the plural, right? Princeland Crebain. That's interesting. That's an interesting geographical reference. Yeah, crebain is a weird name. I don't think I've ever seen it anywhere. I don't think I've seen it used anywhere else outside of Middle Earth. Iridescent ore. A little short lag there, as we hit a server boundary probably. Get out here. Yeah, so we're getting that last tier. See if we can get this driftwood down here. Uh-oh. Turtles. Like signature turtles. Why does he got flies buzzing around him? See that? Ah, it's a Sindarin word. It's because it's made up. Okay. Ah, rape. Ah, okay. So it does have like a Germanic root. Okay. Oh, their old camp. I remember this old camp. Get these ravens real quick. The dwarf yell. The White Mountains in the background there. Look at this skybox. I saw this skybox in another episode. This is probably one of my favorite not nighttime skyboxes. It's really good, isn't it? The wispy clouds. I think it's good. I think it's great. Yeah, they're old campsites here. I remember this campsite. But there was a campsite on the western side of Dor-en-Ernil. Go ahead and grab this deposit here. It's sad they got rid of roving threats. Like, it's just so sad that they dropped what could be evergreen content. I just don't know why they get rid of that stuff. Hell yeah. There's our driftwood again. Oh, I didn't mean to hit you, buddy. I'm sorry. Put you down, though. There you go. Man, what a great, just a great picture. I think I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. How do you disable the, how do you disable it again? Forget how you disable the UI, guys. Tactical Storm Shock, how are you doing? I'll go first, third person. Where is toggle UI? Give it to me. Give me toggle UI. F12. Okay. There we go. Man, just look at this, man. Look at this. I had to get some of that, man. I had to get that. I think for the first time you guys have seen me grab a screenshot like that. I just couldn't pass that up. Hope you're doing good, Tactical. I mean, that's a wallpaper, man. That's good stuff. I don't know why that just struck me like that. It was good. Good to look at. Raspberries. We'll grab these. Just mentioning how useless this is. We'll grab this. Okay, so are you also in the 140s? Like, what level are you? Are you in King's Gondor? So you're further west than I am. Don't spoil anything. This is all fresh for me, so. These rodents. I need these crows. Where are these crows at? 144, yes, in King's Gondor, man. I'm enjoying the landscape and revisiting it more than I am necessarily most of the quest lines. Although some of them have been notable for their cheekiness. Hey, Kibir.
It is much worse than I expected.
What manner of devilry did the Corsairs of Umbar harness and lock down such a structure as the Grand Lighthouse? But more than that, how could they bring themselves to do it? Yeah, we went to the top of that. I'll never forget that. I think we fell down at one point. I did not bring much of my artwork with me when I left for Minas Tirith to join the service of the city as a scribe, but I did bring one piece of sketch I made of this lighthouse when I was just a boy. Here, you can see it if you like. Oh, cool. Look, I love that there's been 2 quests in the span of like 20 minutes here where we've gotten whatever this new addition to the UI is, and their drawings, this stuff is cool to me. Just making UI art for this stuff. This is really cool.
Ah, thank you. The sketch is painful now, but I will keep it close.
As a reminder of what the enemies of Gondor will not hesitate to take from us. It lifts my spirits to see the construction effort, but I wish it were not necessary. As we make our way north through Dor-en-Ernil to my hometown of Ethring, let us face whatever foes we encounter with courage and strength for the king and for Gondor. Okay, so he very quickly breadcrumbs us out of here. I am going to go explore this. We do have a breadcrumb here.
A king has come again to Gondor.
Well, we don't necessarily have a breadcrumb, but we have... Oh, no, we do. We do have a breadcrumb. We have something over here. Something told us to come here.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Guys, borrow the workers and get in the way of our efforts to rebuild people's homes. Oh, I love the connection. This is the... Guys, in the span of like 15 minutes, the writing is so on point. The fact that these guys are just telling the same story, it's so cohesive. The writing has gotten so much better since we got to Linhir. The writing before it, or not the writing, but the quests before, were really shallow. These are deep. I like this. I mean, in terms of like the connected tissue. I mean, Dor-en-Ernil, yeah. So I've got a little bit of a southern drawl, so it kind of runs together sometimes. But immense ever since the workers were scared off by the hauntings in Garland. Their tools have been scattered about. We're collecting this is the second collection, like collect the stuff that's laying around immediately in our vicinity. You know, these guys are kind of standing around. You'd think maybe like even this watchman could probably pick up one of these. The forge maker. These 3 here talking, they could probably pick them up. Probably, kind of, sort of, maybe. I don't know. Oh, there's workers' tools here. Okay, here we go. Workers' tools, where you at? Over here. Right, here's your tools.
How may I help you, friend?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so too. That was pretty easy for me to do. You could have done it. Udor, do we remember you?
Gondor needs your aid.
Yeah, no, it is. It's beautiful right now. It's beautiful. I love this. God, even that is a great picture, guys. God, hold on. Hold on. Pause for a second. Do I get on this rock? I think I get on the rock, right? Here we go. Here we go. Just above the names here. Oh, yeah. This is good. Guys, you're making me stop and smell the roses. Good stuff. Let's finish talking to this guy.
Gondor needs your aid.
Hey, I knew we'd meet again. I tracked the band of orcs from Tomb Laden. The trail has led me here. Inside Garland, the lone orc has taken up shelter. Looks like we plan to flee to bring Lavale. The dark waters haunting Garland act as a natural barrier between them and those who would pursue. Lure him out and using the spell. This orc is particularly fond of it. Is there a bell up top? Is that what it is, or? Bernalg. I don't know. Where do all the traps need to be set up? Traps along the shore. Okay, there's one. Tell me I don't need to get off. Tell me I don't need to get off. Thank you. Yeah, oh, thanks for reminding me. I think I hit one. Yeah, we hit 100. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Boom. So many milestones here in this episode. Legendary card for the Parrot of the Fiery Sands. Look at that, guys. So much shit to do. Got some enhancement runes. Legendary token of Umbar. Nice, nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. This was only the second time I've completed the reward track this year. Shouldn't it have been like 3 times when they were set like every 3 months or something? Need to get this raven here. Hopefully we get a discovery quest here. Something here. Got the armor. He's here. Hey, buddy. Bye, buddy. I appreciate you guys stopping in and giving me some of these factoids. I need to kill you. Wait, do you count? Oh, you'll advance the quest. Okay, cool. Prince Land Deep. What? He's a little beefy. Am I gonna get told to come kill you, or? Go over here and kill these guys. See if I get any more ravens on the way here. I have not gotten to do that raid yet. I was asking for it when I passed up on it when I initially came into it, but I do want to do that. I need to get a solid group of 12 people together because I need to do a string of raids. It's not just that one. If you look at my questing log right now, I'll show you real quick. I'll pause. So I have that raid in Angmar right there. Okay, so I have this raid. I have this raid. I have this raid. I have the Gundabad raid. I have the Imelad Morgul raid. I have these 2 raids. I have the Return to Carndum raids. That's the Grathornos raids. There's the Grathornos raid. I have Orthanc, right? I have the Anvil of Winterstith. So look at that. That's how many. So I have 27 quests right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So a full half of my quests are just completing the raids. And I really do need to, I need a group together to get some of that done. So if anybody, if you know anybody or solid group, the thing is I want to record them, right? I want to record them for posterity, so. Let's go over here. Yeah, the Angmar one kind of messed me up a little bit because you do the quest you can do those dungeons solo, the Amar Reborn ones, and then you hit the last chapter of the interlude, and all of a sudden you have to I'm missing these damn traps, guys. Blessings be upon us. That's our first rich node. The first rich node of this tier too. Yeah, just kind of disappointing that we hit that brick wall. But you know, it is what it is, right? I don't mind them encouraging group play. I just wish that maybe they had a system, maybe like, I wouldn't mind the duty, like, Guild Wars 1 was really good about this, and I know Star Wars, The Old Republic, and even Final Fantasy 14 got on this when with their like duty, like their roulette NPCs. I wouldn't mind that kind of system here in LOTRO. I don't know if the AI is that smart, but go ahead and get all of our traps here. And we'll go over here and kill these crabs. You're not a crab. So they're amongst the homes. Interesting. I don't think they've used a crab asset before. A crab. This might be new. This might be. I don't think we've seen crabs before. The Princeland Queen. She counted as a crab. She did. Over here and get your boy, little scuttler. Do you count? Do. Oh, you thought you were going to get away. Nope. Scuttler. Okay. You're big. Little scuttler. I like the little crab noises they make. Okay. They do look cool. You're right. Yeah. You know, once again, as I feel like we're in the final quarter of the Dor-en-Ernil zone here, you know, a little light on quest content. Obviously, in King's Gondor, they're very much focused on this main story thread, which I don't mind. It is it does leave it and I noticed it particularly in upper Lebanon, but I mean it makes the landscape feel really empty, super empty. And it's not even like the questing hubs have like a plethora of quests. It's like one or two, and some of them are very local. Like you saw the one with the tools and the wood, like kind of right there, some quick experience, right? And get you out. But you know, maybe, I don't know what it was. I mean, I know that the studio went through a period of time where they were a little light on staff and they weren't pushing out as much content. I still took it. I think it took them an amazing amount of time to redo all this. I mean, really appreciate that. As Dotho sending me a congratulations on 150. Dotho, if you haven't, if you don't remember, some of my dungeon, some of my earliest dungeon content, Dotho joined me on. Especially there through Moria, for sure. Go ahead and... Yeah, man, humble beginnings. Humble beginnings.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Got the crabs done for. It's This is the longest. No, it's not. I mean, I've played games for nearly decades, right? In terms of a single game, like Guild Wars 2, I played WoW for a good stint. Guild Wars 1, I played for several years. Lord of the Rings Online, even when it first released, I played it for 3-4 years. In terms of this story, Vegward's story, it is the most concentrated I've been on a single plot thread in a game ever, I think.
Gondor needs your aid.
We can rest easy now that the last of that warband is finished. Okay, cool. And we'll take the horse up. Actually, do we need to... Can we reforge right here at the end? Nope. Never mind. Okay. We cannot. So let's go up. Okay, so now we're getting the rest of Western Gondor here that we have not yet gotten. Okay, Parth Rest. Let's turn these in. And I think that could be the end of Dor-en-Ernil. We'll see. We'll come up to the road here. Middle Earth is not a part of my life. Oh, it's now part of my life. Yeah, definitely. So I was responding to Dotho's whisper here.
Yes.
Okay. Got the driftwood for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Laniel.
Gondor needs your aid.
I defeated the crebain for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Eris.
Your efforts will have significant impact on our ability to relocate the inhabitants of Dor-en-Ernil.
I defeated the crabs. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. That watchman is ever busy right here.
It is good to hear that your work at Long Boha was a success. Our ability to provide a renewed hope and spirit to those affected by the war will surely take a turn for the better.
You know, I think it's time you spoke to Garvir. Garvir, we have not...
Garvir is taken to overseeing the rebuilding efforts of Barad Rill.
Okay.
He will be eager to see a friendly face.
We were just there, dude. And I didn't see Garville not one fucking time.
I never thought to see the days of peace come again.
It's fine, though. I'll go back down there. Garvir didn't show his face one time. It does look good during the daytime, too. I think they took that same mask, that same shader, the cloud shader. That sun is huge.
Well, look who we have here. I'm glad to see you well. I received word from Harrion at Parth Rest that you had been lending us your aid once again.
Indeed.
Now that the war is over, I have been meaning to return here to see that the lighthouse be rebuilt.
It's vital in efforts. Okay.
To rout corsairs on approach.
Dol-en-Ernil
is no more.
Dol-en-Ernil. I don't remember that. We must reclaim the beacon once more so that it may once again serve the Bay of Belfast, but work has halted. Rumors are frightening. Rumors abound of unsightly apparitions, the ruins of Garland to the northeast. As I was just there. I was just there, Garvir. Look, some of you might count this against me in my efforts as a veteran quester, but I would argue, like, what use would it have been for me to go back? I could finally learn these fucking recipes. Yay! Ancient script, Shadowed and Barred Tracery. Use that again. Hell yeah. Also, do I have that recipe in... Ah, okay. Open my vault. I just want to, guys, I'm at 150 here. I just want to make sure I'm using up my... That one I already know. I already know what they're single use, right? So... Actually, you know what I should have done? Damn it. I should have bought the most recent expansion and then used the damn level boost thing. Shit. That would have been the smart. That would have been smart. Scoopers, I don't know why you did. Somehow this is your fault. Somehow this is your fault, Scoopers. Should have bought the latest expansion. Should have done. Yeah. Yep. Just somehow it's your fault. Right? And LOTRO community is great. LOTRO community is amazing. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I actually remind everybody, I mean, you're watching this live or recorded. I got partner on I got affiliate on Christmas Eve, 2024. It was pretty cool. Got the email out of nowhere, did not expect it at all. You know, for those of you that don't know, I do this just for posterity. You know, physical media is going the way of the dodo bird, and I record all this so that I can keep it, and I have this memory, and it's for me, right? So people that watch and, you know, people that have been kind of following along, I really appreciate that. But thanks again, Dotho. I appreciate that. And I hope you have a restful night. Well, it's morning now. I know it's morning where you're at too. So we should honestly both be in bed. Go. There's our 8 there. We'll grab our dirt mounds. Ash mounds, sorry. In mere hours, indeed. Indeed. Yeah, doing a little bit of Moo After Dark tonight. That the funny thing is, we didn't actually start the episode going into Dor-en-Ernil, but we did hit 150 in Dor-en-Ernil, right at the cusp of, like, maybe that we were already kind of we were already maybe questing for more than an hour, catching up on the main quest, which I don't typically do that in the landscape series. But I thought for this, like, last stretch, since it's current content, it would be useful to complete that kind of in tandem, so that I didn't have to backtrack off stream or anything. So, oh, I finally get to use this. Hell yeah! I'm gonna grab the might one. Yeah, we're gonna grab that. Smart. Oh, is that a player? No, it wasn't. We have not seen a player this entire episode, by the way.
Now that things have settled down at Gaialond, there is no doubt the workers will return and resume the effort.
Thank you for rating me. I received news from Harrion that he needs our help. You should return to Parth Rest and see what he has to say. Fair enough. Fair enough. So I'm kind of sad though, because all the experience we're getting now kind of goes to nothing, except for the reward track, which we've already gotten one of those to claim. Sweet. Random legendary item reward. Okay, coffer of ancient script. It's 50? Really? We just got 50 of that? That's it? Okay. Hamfriend's Hidden Horde raid in World Chat is tempting me so hard. I have to do HH, but it would take me too long to fill it. I'm staying up all night, probably. Well, good night. Hey, I thanks, appreciate that, Dotho. Thank you. Hidden Horde. Isn't that the Gundabad one? The World Chat? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. Maybe I'll do that.
It seems
After
we cannot be rid of you that
I don't know how
easily.
long it'll take, but
I need your aid here again.
oh, you're right. Then maybe I'll do it during prime time. Yeah. Need my aid again.
It is good to see the lighthouse be a guiding light for Gondor once more.
I was saying, supplies of this camp from the lumber mills in Ringlavale have stopped. We have not yet heard of word of why. We have not yet heard. We have not. Why did I just read that twice? The lumber is vital for efforts here. Most of my people have not yet returned, and I fear the worst. Perhaps you could shed some light on the in this dark hour. So again, we get breadcrumbed into out of Dor-en-Ernil and into Ringlavale, which is the next zone we're gonna set up here at the tail end of the road into Ringlavale. I want to collapse all here. There we go. Right. Get up in it. We're about to cap it off, yeah. We'll go grab this ore. This is standing out to me. There's another one back here. Ah, rich node, blessing be upon us. Wait, did I not? Do not do this to me right now. Did I get it? I did get it. Okay. And we got a 5-banger. Nice. The sea stone. Okay. Get up here, and I'm gonna get a good backdrop here as we look back behind us. Now, the funny thing is, before this was also dark, right? Now it's all lit up. It looks like a really happy place. With that, everybody, this is the end of our adventure in Dor-en-Ernil. Okay, man, I feel like we're really ramping up in story. What a milestone episode. Level 150, guys. Max level in December 2024. You know, working our way, building up to the song of, what is it called again, guys? The Song of Waves and Wind. I apologize. Building up to current content in the expansion Umbar. I guess it's not necessarily current because we're into Harad now. I guess not we are, but you know, the game itself is. So we are still, guys, maybe 15 episodes away from current zone max level content. So thank you, everybody, as always, for joining me. Thank you for my first ever subscription on Twitch, actually, from Dotho. I sincerely appreciate that. Scoopers, as always, I appreciate you joining and sticking it out. And everybody else who checked me out tonight, please let me know in the comments on YouTube, or you can join my Discord and let me know too. But guys, as always, until next time, bye-bye.